So yeah, today the stream is about uh, legendary brawler analysis. So this is a continuing of the series of the legendary Brawl Stars. So we already done Amber, Crow, and also Leon. So the next one is the Spike. Actually, a Spike is a very good legendary brawlers. Actually, one of the best legendary brawlers, or even one of the best legendary of the game. He is a damage dealer. So he's a very good tank counter. So whenever you need a damage dealer, also he's a very good controller. So he can do both at the same time. He can do a control. He can do a damage deal. So he movement speed is a normal 720, and also he when he get a hypercharge, his movement speed his movement speed will be boosted to 936. But uh, his issue is the health. His health is very squishy. The maximum health he has is a 4,800. So which is a kind of a very low health. That's why you need to be careful when you use a spike. So you cannot just go very uh, go very uh, fast to him. You cannot go to the opponent and run to the opponent. No, you cannot do that. So you have to be very careful. However, attack range is very good. So because this range that you see 7.67 is a long, but it's not the maximum range, because that spike, when the projectile goes, it's gonna blow up and it will be a very small projectile also comes out of it. So that's why his projectile range is way better than the 7.67, even more than 10. So reload speed is the slow is 2 seconds, and the projectile per attack, as I said, it's kind of a blow up. So will be 7 a small projectile, and supercharge per hit for each hit. So he gets a 14% supercharge, and because it is seven projectiles, so it's very easy to get a super by a spike. And projectile speed is very slow. It's like 2100, the main projectile, and after blowing up it will be 3261. It's a slow, but it doesn't matter. It's really easy to catch the opponent by a spike, projectile. And attack width is the one, which it's very wide. It's easy to damage the opponent. So the damage for each spike of the projectile is 1120, which is a lot. 1120 is a lot, and considering that it's like 7 projectiles, so it's 7 times 100, 120. So that's why he's damage dealer, right? And his super is kind of he's shooting area. His super is basically it's for control. So, and its range of the super is 7.67, and the duration is 4.5 seconds. And then it's very slow because he's throwing that things. So, but yeah, that's, and then when the opponent is inside that area, that's a circle area, per second they get damaged of up to 800. So it's like 4.5 seconds, 4 times 800, 3200 damage they get, which is a lot. And then yeah, that's the about his stats. Just one more thing is the hypercharge is 30% speed, 20% damage, and 20% shield, which is very nice. Hypercharge is always nice, right? And then a spike. So like uh, like other brawlers, has a 2 star powers, 2 gadget, and also he has a mythic gear. So the star power, the first star power, it's kind of a useless for spikes. The always second star power is better, but in the first star powers, when the spike stands on his super, he will get the 1200 health per second. So basically, he can heal himself. But usually, when you use the super, you want the opponent be there, not yourself, right? So that's why this star power is not that much. You can think about using that in the hot zone, but not that much, because the second star power is way better. because the second star power is that a spike from the cactus fly in the curving motion. It means that after blowing up that cactus, those spikes out of the cactus goes on the more way, so it's easy, very easy to touch the opponent, to hit the opponent by the spikes. So that's why the second star power is very useful. And then mythic gear is very simple and very strong. So when you use this mythic gear, so that slowing effect of the super of a spike gets even more effective by 30%, which is very nice. So you need that mythic gear all the time for a spike. I really suggest, if you use a spike, use the mythic gear and use shield gear. Shield gear is essential for a spike because you need this because his health is low. And then we have two gadgets. Again, the second gadget is always better, so I really recommend you use the second gadget all the time. But the first gadget is kind of helps him to be more killer. So Spike shoot 3 waves of needles in all direction, 1120 damage, which is not a lot because Spike already has enough damage, so he doesn't need more damage, to be honest. But the second gadget, Spike put the large cactus on the ground. That cactus can be used as a shield for a spike, and at the same time, if some opponents shoot that cactus, a spike will be healed by that cactus. So it's very nice for a spike. A spike really needs health, so that's why it's very essential for a spike. And finally, hypercharge that a spike has. So when activated, a spike super radius is increased by 20%, and he also gains 30% speed boost as well as 20% damage boost and shield boost. So basically, the area of the spike increased by 20%, which is very easy to hit the opponent. So even easier. So anyway, that was the analysis of the spike. In general, a spike is a S tier from my view. Right now, he is very strong, and then you can use him as a tank counter and the damage dealer. So guys, please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for my next video. Thank you.